Hey, welcome back, happy hempsters. The name of our show is Hempin Happiness, right? Like that's what it is. And lately, it's just not been all that happy with every freaking thing that's going on.
We are so sorry. Our intention was to spread more happiness, and every time we get in here, it feels like we're having to bitch about something. But it is so critical to so many people, so that's why we're doing this emergency video right now.
This was a podcast that wasn't really planned, but after the events of yesterday with the 2024 Farm Bill, we had to get a podcast out there because there is so much shit going on in this industry. It is absolutely insane. And I will try not to get too emotional. I am not making any damn guarantees. I did a reel this morning. I was almost in tears. It's just so frustrating what they're doing. So a representative, I think her name's Representative Miller
Mary
Miller out of Illinois. She filed an amendment to the new 2024 Farm Bill. And her amendment went for a voice vote under some kind of weird ass rule, and it passed. And this amendment literally bans all ingestible hemp products with any THC in them. So you think about that, folks. Think about that. It bans Delta 8, bans Delta 9, bans CBD products with any THC. THCA is out, y'all. It's out. And this hasn't passed the Senate yet. We're hopeful maybe we can get it stopped in the Senate.
Right. But people do need to be educated about it, that it's going on. But what that would do is change the plant that...
Yeah. A federally legal plant, and the hemp plant, right? We all know it's the same plant. Here's the crazy thought. But now they're trying to ban specific cannabinoids. Who is doing that? Why are they doing that? It's not because people are dying from these substances. It's not like fucking alcohol. It's not like cigarettes. It's not like guns. Like the statistics show, no one has ever died from cannabis use.
Zero. I just looked that up again in case something had changed.
Yeah. Zero
deaths from cannabis. Whereas in 2023, over 500 children died from gun deaths. That's not a concern to anyone for some reason.
No, they're not banning guns, are they? Wait, and y'all, please, this is not a Second Amendment thing. I have my own guns. I'm a responsible business owner, or a responsible gun owner.
But the reason why they are trying to change the hemp plant, they're just saying it's because children are getting Delta 8 THC. Mm-hmm. And if that is happening, you can change those regulations in your state, just like we did.
Yeah.
To where, it's 21 and over.
Right.
We never sold any THC products to children.
Never.
We've always
before there was guidelines and regulations before that.
So we've done a good thing in Kentucky.
We have
that taken care of in those adult use cannabinoids.
Of all those fees they're trying to charge, but that was a different podcast.
And those are regulations, but the common sense rules, in order to keep it out of children's hands, it can't just be sitting out on the counter anymore like they do at gas stations and things
and that's probably half the problem in the entire United States. These products are being sold in places that they shouldn't be sold at. But at the same time, those same places sell alcohol and cigarettes, and they're 21 and up.
Exactly.
So why can't they follow the same fucking rules for the cannabinoids? If they're going to sell Delta 8 products and adult use cannabinoid products, then follow the same rules as you do for cigarettes and alcohol. It's that simple.
I know.
It's that simple.
So you're taking away medicine
that people use, which you shouldn't buy your medicine at a gas station anyway.
But think of all the people that we've helped. Now I'm going to cry.
Oh my gosh.
Because people going through cancer.
Yeah.
And, we don't have medical cannabis here yet.
We don't.
But they are able to come to our store and buy what they need
get
to help them and fight and survive cancer.
Yeah.
Anxiety, depression.
seizures, Parkinson's, autism. I mean, the list goes on and on and on.
PTSD.
Mm-hmm. Oh gosh.
It does.
How many veterans do we have that use our products for PTSD?
Changed so many lives.
We really have. And we're not the only ones. I mean, there are some good players that sell phenomenal products in this state and across the country.
All of us.
Yeah, I'm definitely talking about all of us that actually take the time to educate and, guide people on what they should and shouldn't use, and only carrying quality products. There's a lot of bad players too, that it's all just about money. And I'm sorry, but that's kind of what this feels like. It is big marijuana pushing these regs because their products are still federally illegal. They have to pay so much just to be in business. The taxes on them are ridiculous.
And they chose to go into that industry.
They did.
Chose to go into the hemp industry.
Right. Right. And build that up more.
Right.
For fuck's sake. So take it out on the people that have been in business forever. All of a sudden you're going to make these kind of law changes when an entire industry is built out of this. I'm talking billions of dollars in commerce.
Seed, fiber,
everything.
I mean, if we're gonna, help the planet from devastating our forests,
that'll be okay, Beth. For seed and fiber will be fine, but absolutely no ingestibles because we just don't know.
Because you have an endocannabinoid system and we need this. And so denying that, feels like somebody's taking air from you.
Yes, it does. It really does. And the thought of putting my husband back on medications that he, one, does not want to be on, and two, the side effects were fucking killing him. It makes me, it literally makes me sick to my stomach. Yeah. And the thought of not being in business anymore and helping others and letting my staff go, Jesus.
I know.
That in and of itself is just absolutely ridiculous and just detrimental to all of us. So you can send letters to your representatives, to your members of Congress, tell them to stop this bullshit. If you really want to keep it out of kids' hands, then put regulations on it. But by all means, y'all don't give a flying fuck when kids are smoking cigarettes and drinking alcohol. You haven't banned those products. They're still here. And how many people have died from alcohol deaths alone?
Yeah.
I mean, good gracious.
4,000 Americans under 21 have died from alcohol-related deaths.
Just this
year?
Just this past year. Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
Yeah. And 20 children average a week die of a drug overdose.
From medical drug overdoses.
From prescriptions or heroin, things like that.
Uh-huh.
But the CDC also did state that drug overdoses fell in 2023, and it's the first decrease in 5 years.
Gee, could it be because people are using cannabis instead?
Interesting. Yeah.
I mean, come on. This is all common sense, people. It's all common sense. Keep it out of your kids. Keep it locked up and safe. Same thing that you should do with guns and alcohol and cigarettes. Keep it away from children. It's that easy.
Right.
There's no reason that a cannabinoid that has so much potential, any of the cannabinoids in the plant, any of them, the whole plant itself, none of them should be banned, because that tells me that, you know what? It really is good for us. So that's why they're trying to get rid of it.
What I'm thinking too.
I mean, you think about that. They try to ban every fucking thing else that is actually good for us. But, I don't know, red dye 40, yellow 5, all the chemicals that are in our food that isn't even food anymore. It's just processed junk. And what about the fake sugars? Those do so much damage to our bodies. So for them to do this, it means, I truly believe that it means it's actually good for us. And we should do the exact opposite of what they say. And I'm telling you, we need to start a riot about this, because this is complete bullshit and everybody needs to stand up and fight against this. Prohibition is dead. This plant should have never been taken out of our diet ever. And people, as Americans, we should have the right to use any plant that we want to.
I agree.
It's our medicine. It's our food. And it actually is beneficial and actually helps people. And you can use these products in moderation and not feel high from them. So for them trying to ban this completely, even CBD products with THC, get the fuck out of here. Like whoever is even thinking of this shit, including the big marijuana companies, y'all need to go because you are wrong on so many levels. And I hope this shit comes back and bites you in the ass because it's not right. And I am begging everyone that is listening to this podcast, reach out, call your representatives, call an email and bug the living shit out of them and tell them to vote no on that amendment. Because as it's written right now, we're all fucked if it passes. We really are.
And it was stuck in at the last minute.
Yeah.
So it's not anything a whole lot of people agree that should have been put in.
No, and it's even a bipartisan issue. It's not like Democrats versus Republicans either. Like there are people on both sides that are against this. This was really pushed through last minute by an Illinois representative. You know what's legal in Illinois? Recreational marijuana. That's why, y'all. Come on. It's ignorance.
Yeah.
It's complete and utter ignorance. It's the same thing with House Bill 11.
And Delta 9 are so similar.
I know. And if they how the fuck do they keep calling it a synthetic? We don't make it up out of thin air. Stop using that term. If we made it up out of thin air, then you could call it a synthetic, but we don't. It's just another cannabinoid in the plant. You take CBD and you do a conversion. It is not synthetic. You're not making Delta 8 up out of thin air. And that absolutely infuriates me. It does. It is produced naturally. And you can take any cannabinoid in that plant and convert it to another cannabinoid. That's why THCA is so popular right now, because once you heat that bad boy up, it's straight THC. So that's why a lot of people are selling THCA flower, and that's another loophole. Well, you know what? Maybe there shouldn't be any rules on a fucking plant, and then there wouldn't be any issues like this. Just let people do what they want to do.
Yeah, it's not a healthcare crisis or emergency. It's only helping people.
Yeah, it's only helping people. It's not like the drug Vioxx that freaking caused strokes in people that doctors were pushing way back when for pain relief. It's not like any of the other medications that all you hear about are the side effects and the horrible things it's doing. Good gracious, don't. And I'm a big girl, right? And I'm just gonna switch the subject real quick because squirrel. But that whole diet weight loss drug that they're pushing, oh my God, it is causing some people to have gastroparesis where their whole stomach can't even contract. It's causing thyroid cancer, people. Well, I'm sorry, but I'd rather be a little plump and fluffy.
Yes.
And more to love. No thanks. But it's that kind of shit that gets approved, and a plant that, mind you, our whole government owns a fucking patent on and lists the things that it works for. So this is all complete and utter bullshit, and it's all about money. And I'm so pissed off about this, and I'm so angry. And when I get angry, I just want to cry. So I'm really mad. I'm really pissed. So we are begging you and pleading with you to call your legislators. We will have a link where you can click on it and send an email.
Very simple. They have
simple.
The letters pre-filled. All you got to do is put in your information. It took less than a minute.
Yeah. Less than a minute. And we also have signs that has a Q&R code that one of my awesome employees did, Jared, over at my 812 store, because it's affecting us federally, not just by state. It's going to happen in Indiana, going to happen to Kentucky, going to happen to every other state selling hemp products if this passes. But if you need one of these, reach out, send us an email. We'll forward it to you. That way you can post it up in your stores. You can post it up, give it to your friends, pass it to everybody. I'd like the whole entire United States rallying against this, because we have to stand up against this. We have to. It is literally, for some people, it is literally a matter of life and death. For some people, they cannot go back to narcotics. They cannot go back to opiates.
Nor go back to alcohol or all the things.
All the things. I mean, come on. Come on. We can stop this. If we all rally together, we can stop this. So please reach out to us, info@502hemp.com. We will get you over a copy of this Q&R code so you can post it and send it to everybody, and also the link so you can send that letter. Thanks for listening. We're going to make this sweet and short today. Just wanted to get this information out there and know that we are fighting to stop this as much as we possibly can, because we know how many people count on these products. And I have worked too hard in this state of Kentucky alone to all of a sudden have my entire life's work just thrown away over one fucking amendment in a farm bill by somebody that doesn't have a fucking clue how many people these products help. And it makes me sick. So thank you for listening, and thank you always for all your support. We've been posting this on our social medias. Please like and share. Please, please, please send this to other people. Have them listen.
If you have any questions, reach out. We're definitely happy to reach answer.
Out. That's why we're here. So thank you guys for listening. Hopefully the next podcast we do will have a little bit more happiness in it. I can't make any guarantees with the way of the world, but
it's been a rough year.
It has been. So I plan on doing a couple cannabis beverages tonight and relaxing.
Yes. And they are on sale.
They are, and I won't have a hangover tomorrow. So keep that in mind.
That's right. That's right.
Thanks, everybody. Take care and have a safe weekend.
We love you.